Hi guys, welcome back to Hahan Podcast. Not Amanda Henderson, but Amalia Shakira. So in today's episode, we will be discussing about some important aspects in microeconomics. So first we have theory of consumer behavior. Second, we have theory of economic distribution. And last but not least, we have the policy recommendation that are used in economic system. Before we start, I will give an overview about Malaysia's economy. Malaysia uses a mixed economic system, which balancing private enterprise and government sectors. In Malaysia, household income are categorized into three main groups, which is B40, M40, and T20. So, I will ask some people about the theory of consumer behavior first. With us is Alia Maisara. So Alia, can you explain about theory of consumer behavior?
Hi guys, I'm Alia Maisara and I am so excited to share about theory of consumer behavior. So, let's start with the basics. In economics, we use the word utility to mean satisfaction, the benefit a person gets from consuming goods or services. There are two main types: total utility, which is the overall satisfaction you get, and marginal utility, which is the extra satisfaction from consuming one more unit of a product. For example, if you are really hungry, your first burger gives you the most satisfaction. That's total utility. The second burger still tastes good, but the extra satisfaction or marginal utility is usually less. That brings us to the law of diminishing marginal utility. This law states that as we consume more of the same item, our satisfaction from each additional unit starts to decrease. Like when you eat pizza, the first slice is great, the second is okay, but by the third or fourth, you're full and less satisfied. That's diminishing marginal utility in action. Lastly, this helps explain consumer equilibrium. This is the point where a person spends their money in a way that maximizes satisfaction, meaning every ringgit spent gives equal satisfaction across different products. Let's say you love bubble tea and fries. You will adjust how much you buy of each until the satisfaction per ringgit is equal. That's when you have reached consumer equilibrium. And that's it from me. Thanks for listening.
So next, we have Anis Batrisha and Nick Alia, who will explain more about theory of economic distribution.
Hi, I'm Nick Alia. So, let's start simple. In theory, wages are based on supply and demand, just like prices at the night market. It's like if a company needs more workers, they will offer higher pay. But if a lot of people want the same job, the pay can go lower. Bosses usually look at how useful you are to their business. If you are really productive, like bringing in more customers or helping get things done faster, they are more likely to pay more. Economists call this the marginal revenue product. It is like a fancy word for how much value you bring for their business. On the flip side, people decide to work based on whether the pay is worth their time, energy, and skills. But let's be real, the labor market is not that perfect. In Malaysia, a lot of other stuff gets in the way. For starters, the minimum wage is set by the government. Right now, it is 1,700 ringgit. That helps protect workers in lower paying jobs, but it also sets a kind of baseline. And then there is foreign labor, especially in industries like constructions or farming. More workers means more competitions, which can push wages down. Still, we've got issues like graduates being underemployed, working in jobs below the skill level, and that keeps wage growth kind of stuck. Plus, in some areas, there's only one big employer and they don't need to offer higher wage since people don't have other options. Oh, and let's not forget about technology. It is replacing some jobs but also creating new ones that need better skills. So yeah, wages are not just about working hard. They depend on the type of job and your skills, government rules, the economy, and even how many other people want that job.
Thank you, Shakira. So, hi guys, my name is Anis Patricia. Economics, rent is not just rent for house. According to David Ricardo, rent is payment for using land, which is limited resources. For example, in Kuala Lumpur, land is high demand but limited, so rent keeps rising. After Masha expanded on this, saying rents apply to other goods like cars, houses, and machinery. So, normal profit is the minimum profit a business needs to stay afloat. Like a break-even point, economic profit is any profit and above that. For instance, in Malaysia e-commerce sector, business may start with normal profit, but when they grow to an economic profit as they scale and reach more customers. Interest rates are crucial because they influence borrowing and investment. When interest rates are low, borrowing is cheaper, so business and consumers spend more. But when rates are high, borrowing becomes expensive, leading to less and investments. Bank Negara Malaysia adjusts rates to stabilize the economy.
Last, we will ask Amani about the policy recommendations in the economic system. So let's start simple. Why does economic distribution matters?
Hi guys, I am Nawal Amani. Well, when income and wealth are concentrated in just one group, it can lead to inequality, reduced spending by the majority, and even social tension. Fair distribution means more people can afford basic needs, and that helps the whole economy grow. There are a few ways. First, progressive taxation, where higher income groups pay more taxes. The money is used for public service like education, healthcare, and cash aid programs such as Bantuan Sara Hidup. This supports lower income households. Yes, it went up to 1,700 ringgit a month. It's part of the effort to enhance wage fairness. But that's not enough. The government also promotes skill training through programs like TVET, so workers can qualify for better paying jobs. Plus, support for entrepreneurs help low-income groups start small business and generate more income. The tax government can tax large corporations and use their revenue for public benefit. Also, corporate social responsibility (CSR) can help like Petronas supporting education and disaster aid. This way, profits are shared more equally.
Thanks, Amani. Love that. And to all our listeners, stay informed, stay empowered, stay tuned. See you in the next episode of Ha Heng Podcast. Stay tuned, stay tuned!